Question number 1 for tonight.
Yes, question number 1.
All of the following are ways by which an offer to purchase real estate would be terminated, except A. A failure to accept the offer within a prescribed time period. B. Failure to communicate notice of revocation before the other party has communicated his or her acceptance. C. A conditional acceptance of the offer by the offeree. D. Death or insanity of the offeror, regardless of the notice thereof.
Okay.
So will be terminated except.
Okay.
So I think I will do elimination. I eliminate A.
Okay.
I eliminate D.
Yes.
I eliminate B, and I think C is the final answer.
All right. Now, first of all, we need to understand what the question is asking for. You're asking about which of the following does not terminate an offer, right?
Yeah.
So basically, as all of the followings are ways by which an offer to purchase real property will be terminated, except. Another way to ask the question is, which of the following is not a proper way to terminate an offer, right?
Yeah.
Now, which of the following ways are not ways by which offer can be terminated? You know that when you submit an offer, let's say the offeror, the buyer submits an offer today, tomorrow, before the offer is accepted, he got involved in an accident, he's dead. At that time, is the offer terminated?
Yes.
Okay, so we eliminate D because D will be a correct way to terminate an offer, right?
Yes.
D is just one of the ways to terminate an offer. Now, if you submit an offer, let's say it's an offer for $1 million, and the seller say, well, I agreed to $1 million, but you have to let me stay 30 days. Is that a conditional offer? Conditional acceptance?
I think so, yes.
Now, when a buyer makes a conditional acceptance, what happens to the offer?
Okay, so it's terminated? I don't think so. It's still working. It just postponed for 30 days.
No, if you submit an offer and the seller changed the terms of the offer in the counter, the seller say, I accept, but I want to add the following terms and conditions. Whenever the seller alters the offer is terminated. In other words,
conditional acceptance is termination, huh?
Correct.
Okay, so
an acceptance must be unconditional.
Okay.
Okay. And then a failure to accept the offer within the prescribed time period. If the offer is only good for 48 days, the seller waited until, 48 hours, and the seller waited until 72 hours to accept it. At that time, was the offer terminated?
I think so.
Okay. So B is the only one we have not eliminated, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, so let's look at B. Now, what happened to B? B says, failure to communicate notice of revocation before the other party has communicated his or her acceptance. Now, let's say, for example, you're a buyer. You submit an offer to a seller, and before the seller accepted your offer, you submit a different offer to another seller. That offer got accepted first, and then you wanted to tell the first seller that you want to revoke the offer, but the problem is, before you revoke it, the seller already accepted your offer. At that time, was your offer terminated or was it accepted?
Accepted. So
B will be the one that you want, right? Because B is not a way to terminate an offer, right?
Yes, failure to communicate the notice of revocation before the other party has communicated his or her acceptance. Okay, so B. Okay, thank you.
Okay, well, this is a very difficult question. Okay. Let's try the next one.
Okay. 2. When using the closing statement, escrow would debit the seller of income property for which of the following items? A. Prepaid taxes. B. Prepaid rent. C. Prepaid fire insurance premium. D. All of the above. I think D is final answer correct.
Well, why don't you do a little bit more analysis?
Okay, so I think that if I was selling it to somebody and I already paid taxes for whole year, of course I will be debited the correct amount of taxes back to me.
Well, if you already prepaid, let's say for example, in December, you prepay the property tax that is good until April of next year, but you close escrow in January. Shouldn't
Yes.
you get a credit and not a debit?
Okay, so debit does not. So I think debit means that I will, as a seller, I will get back prepaid taxes for February, March, and April.
Oh no, that debit is a deduction. Credit is an addition.
Okay. So when using the closing statement, escrow would debit so the seller. So it will.
Prepaid taxes, seller always get credit.
Okay, then it. Okay, then A.
I would eliminate A. Now we're looking for debit, right?
Yes.
Okay, now what about B? Prepaid rent. You know what prepaid rent is?
Yes. For example, you rented my place and you paid me for 6 months, but
You
January,
sold the
February,
house.
and I sold in February. So, but already I have to give back to you 4 months rent out of 6.
You actually have to credit the buyer because
Yes.
the buyer is not going to be able to collect rent from the tenant that the tenant already prepaid, right?
Yes.
So if you credit buyer, you must debit the seller.
Okay.
So B appears to be the right answer, right?
Okay. So how about the fire insurance premium?
Fire insurance premium, seller prepaid the insurance. Let's say, for example, seller prepaid the insurance through April of next year and he closes escrow in January. He's already prepaid the insurance. Shouldn't he get his money back?
I think so.
So that is the debit. That is a credit, not a debit, right?
Okay. So seller will get it back from the insurance company.
No, the seller will get the credit from the buyer because the seller already prepaid the insurance for the buyer. So prepaid insurance premium and prepaid taxes are both credit to the seller. Prepaid rent is a debit to the seller.
So, okay, let me. So B is the final answer. I'll get back to this question and think more. Now I know the right answer. I will ponder on it. Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay. Well, congratulations, Delena. You got it right. It's B. Okay. This is not an easy one. It requires some thinking. Okay. All right. Go. Next. Next one.
3. When Carl Vet wishes to purchase a home and use his California Veterans benefits, he would make the application to A. California Veterans Administration, B. Department of Veterans Affairs, C. Federal Housing Administration, D. An institutional lender. So I'll do elimination. I will eliminate D.
Okay.
I will eliminate A.
Okay.
I will eliminate C, and I will choose B as the final answer. Department of Veterans Affairs.
Congratulations. You got it right. Perfect. Okay. Next one.
Okay. 4. which of the following loans would most likely be made without requiring a down payment from the borrower? VA loan, FHA loan, CalVet loan, conventional loan. I will eliminate D.
Okay.
I will eliminate A.
Okay.
Eliminate C. I will choose B, FHA as the final answer.
All right. Do you know that FHA requires a 3.5% down payment?
Oh, really? Okay, then which of the following loans would most likely without credit? Then I guess VA would be final answer.
Okay.
Veteran Affairs loan.
That's right. That's the one that's 100% loan. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next one. So A is actually the right answer. Okay. Move on to the next one.
5. A recorded title to a parcel of real property was vetted in Mary Wilson, a single woman. After her marriage to John Roberts, she executed a deed to the property only in the name of Mary Roberts, a married woman. The discrepancy in the grantor's name is A. Immaterial as long as the property is adequately described. B. A defect which may cause a cloud on the title. C. Cured after the deed is of record for 1 year. D. A defect which could cause separate property of both spouses to become joint tenancy property. Okay, so I will eliminate D.
Okay.
I will eliminate A.
Okay.
I will eliminate C. I will choose B as a final answer. Cloud on a title.
All right. Perfect. You got it right.
B.
Let me ask you this. This is important you understand this. The reason why B is the correct answer is because we need to understand the concept of title chain. See, the last recording was a deed to Mary Wilson. The property was vested in Mary Wilson. After she married John Roberts, the next time that she executed a deed, she used a completely different name. Used to be Mary Wilson, and now
Yeah.
Mary Roberts. It has to be Mary Wilson, okay? Because Mary Wilson was the grantee. So if you want to keep the title chain, the next document would have to be by Mary Wilson. But because it is by Mary Roberts, and Mary Roberts never had title before, Mary Wilson is the one that had title. So if you record a deed by Mary Roberts, there is a break in the chain of the title, in the title. That's why you doing it this way actually can cause a cloud on the title. Okay. Now the right way to do this would be before she transfer again, it will be from Mary Wilson to Mary Roberts, and then Mary Roberts to someone else. You can't have Mary Wilson having title and then suddenly Mary Roberts is on title, right? Because it has to be Mary Wilson to Mary Roberts and then Mary Roberts to whoever that Mary Roberts wants to give title to, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's why doing it the way the scenario gave us created a cloud on title. Well, I have to congratulate you on this one, Tanya. You got it right. Okay, next one.
Okay, thank you. 6. If a salesperson wishes to advertise his or her services, the advertisement must include A. Broker's name, B. Broker's name and address, C, the salesperson name only. D, both B and C. So eliminate C,
All right.
eliminate A, eliminate D, I choose B, name and address as a final answer.
Well, which might seem logical, but unfortunately, that's the wrong answer.
Oh, wow.
Because the address is not required, only the name.
Oh, okay. I know for sure name, but okay.
Okay, just remember, address is not required. Okay.
So the right answer is A.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Only
Excellent.
name. Okay.
All right.
7. Which of the following statements incorrect? Maybe there is incorrect, huh? Which of the following statements is incorrect with regards to an in-house sale?
Mm-hmm.
A. The listing broker can make an offer on his or her own in-house listing. B. The listing broker can be the agent of the buyer only. So B is eliminated right now.
Why?
It says the listing broker can be the agent of buyer only. It's kind of like, it's wrong.
Well, look, read the question. What does it ask you?
The following statements incorrect with regards to an in-house sale. B. The listing broker can be the agent of the buyer only.
Is that a correct statement or incorrect statement?
This is incorrect.
That's right. So B is most likely the answer. Why don't you read C and D and see what happens?
C. The listing broker can act as dual agent for the buyer and the seller. D. The listing broker may be the selling broker without becoming a dual agent. Okay, so which of the following statements incorrect? I think that B is the final answer.
All right. There's something wrong with the answer choices. It seems to me that both D and B and D are incorrect statements. B for sure is incorrect, but D could be another incorrect statement. You know, in real estate terms, which side does a selling broker represent? Does the selling broker represent the buyer or the seller?
Selling broker represents seller.
Unfortunately, that's wrong. Selling broker represents the buyer in real estate. Okay.
Selling broker represents buyer.
Listing broker represents the seller.
Who represents seller then?
Who represents the seller? The listing broker does.
So listing broker can represent seller and buyer.
Yeah, but the selling broker only represents the buyer.
The listing broker can be the agent of the buyer only.
That is an incorrect statement. So B is the choice that you want for sure. D is a bit confusing. So between B and D, B is a better answer. Okay, so that's why we pick B. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Wow. 8. For income tax purposes, capital expenditures for improvements and alterations are deducted in full as expenses. B. Added to the cost basis of the property. C. Subtracted from the cost basis of the property. D. Cannot be depreciated over the remaining life of the improvements. Okay, so this one is tricky.
Tricky, I know.
For income tax purposes, capital expenditure for improvements and alterations are. Okay, elimination.
Mm-hmm.
I eliminate B, added to the cost basis of the property. Okay, no, just a second. Do not eliminate B. Cannot be this. Eliminate D. Eliminate A. I think right answer B or C. Subtracted from the cost basis of the property. Added to the cost basis of the property. Okay, so I think B is the final answer.
B is correct because every time you made improvements to your property, you add to the cost basis. So you bought the property for $1 million, you put in $100,000 for improvement, your cost basis will become $1.1 million. Okay?
Yes.
All right, congratulations, both Tanya and Elena. All right, next one.
So next one we skip, right?
We skip because it's math question. All right, we skip this one too. Okay.
Yes.
Skip this
and
one.
11. We skip 11 as well, huh?
All right, this one, 13.
And 12.
Yeah, now 13.
So we go to 13, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The document which transfers title but contains no express or implied warranties is a grant deed, warranty deed, quitclaim deed, all of the preceding. I don't think it's all of the preceding. I think it should be one choice.
Okay.
I think warranty and warranty, I would choose B as a final answer.
Why would you pick warranty deed when it says no implied or express warranty deed?
No express or implied. Document which transfers title but contains no express or implied warranties.
Yeah.
No express or implied warranties.
Right away, you should eliminate warranty deed, right?
Okay, so we eliminate B and D.
A and D, you're left with A and D.
So we left with A and C.
A and C, yeah, A and C.
So I don't know.
Pick one.
I pick C.
All right. C is the right answer. Quitclaim deed has no warranties. Just remember that. Okay. All right, Elena, congratulations. You got it right. Okay, next one.
14. Land which is subject to an easement is said to be appurtenant thereto, B encroached upon, C encumbered, D restricted. So I will eliminate D.
Okay.
Eliminate C.
Okay.
Eliminate B. I choose A.
Not a bad choice, but unfortunately the correct answer is C. Now, if you remember Felder's book, chapter 3 is when we talk about easement. And one of the subtitle, the title to chapter 3 is Title Burdens and Encumbrances. So an easement is an encumbrance. So if a property is subject to an easement, it is said to be encumbered. C is the right answer. Congratulations, Elena. All right, let's move on to the next one. No math question. How about 16? Okay.
After completion of a new building in which the owner did not record a notice of completion, any unpaid claimant must file a mechanic's lien within 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days. So eliminate D, eliminate A, eliminate B, 90 days. Final answer.
90 days is the right answer. Congratulations, Tanya.
Okay.
Next one.
17. Mr. Smith employed the XYZ Pool Construction Company to install a swimming pool at his home. After completion, the contractor filed a lien to obtain payment of the contract price. The encumbrance created was a general lien, B, a voluntary lien, C, a specific lien, D, none of the above. Okay, it should be some kind of lien. I eliminate D.
Okay.
I eliminate A.
Okay.
Eliminate B. I choose C as a final answer.
Awesome. All right. C is a mechanics lien is a specific lien. Okay. Congratulations. Congratulations to Delena as well. Okay, next one.
18. Which of the following has control over the approval of a subdivision under the Subdivision Map Act? A. Real Estate Commissioner. B. State Contractors License Board. C. Planning Commission. D. County Board of Supervisors. Elimination.
Okay.
Eliminate A.
Okay.
Eliminate D.
Okay.
Eliminate C. Choose B as the final answer.
Unfortunately, that's a wrong answer. You know who
Okay.
does State Contractor License Board regulate?
It regulates something.
They
You lost
regulate
basically.
contractors. They regulate contractors.
Okay, so which of the following has control over the approval of subdivision map? Then C is the final answer. Planning Commission.
Great. C is the right answer. Okay, Delena, you got it wrong as well. It should be Planning Commission. The Planning Commission will approve or disapprove a subdivision. Okay. All right. Move on to the next one.
19.
This one we're gonna skip because it's not on the test. All right. Next one.
Okay, so we go to 20.
Yes.
Okay. A land developer offers a free price to anyone who replies to his direct mail advertisement and visits his subdivision site. Prior to awarding the price, however, the developer requires the party to attend the sales presentation at the site. The sales presentation requirement was not mentioned anywhere in the advertisement. This type of promotion is illegal because it did not disclose the sales representation attendance requirement. B. Legal if the price is actually awarded. C. Illegal because free prices cannot be offered under any circumstances. D. Legal if the price winners purchase a property. Elimination. Eliminate D. Eliminate C. Eliminate B. A is the final answer.
Perfect. Did you use common sense?
Yes.
Okay. This is one of those common sense questions. Okay, if you use common sense, you got it right. Delena, congratulations. Tanya, congratulations. All right, now let's move on to the next slide. 21.
So somehow in this email I have only only 20 questions.
You have only 20 questions. Okay, how about I send you, hold on a second.
Yes.
I'll send you an
Yes.
email. Okay, are you able to open your email?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Please do.
Let me send it to you so you can actually look at the question. All right. If you're on the line, just give me a moment. I need to send some questions to Tanya so she can look at them. Okay. All right, Tanya, here comes the questions. Oh, I need to know what your email is. I have no email.
Okay.
Hold on a
My
second.
email is
Hold on. For whatever reason, I cannot open the email. Are you able to open up your browser and look at the question on? Okay, hold on just a second. Oh God. Let's see here. So you don't have question number 40, is that right?
no. I lost it somehow. I went through them.
Okay.
I worked with them, but I don't know where it go. I'm sorry. It just disappeared somehow.
Ah, okay. Somehow I'm not
Somehow
able
I
to.
deleted it. I don't know how. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. When we do this, we're gonna stop right here tonight. So we'll continue with question 40. Question number
21 to 40. Yeah.
21 to 40 next Thursday. All right, we have an early evening tonight, and I thank you everybody for participating. And right now we finished 20 questions. We have 80 more, so there should be about 4 more sessions, and then we're all done. So we should only practice around 200 questions, and that's plenty. That's already enough. And if you master your material well enough, 200 questions practiced is good enough to pass the DRE exam. Now, of course, if you want my other questions that are not in the book, those are only available to my students. And if you have not signed up with any real estate school, so I welcome you to sign up with my school. That way you can have my secret sauce. I will give away my secret sauce to my students only. Okay? Those questions that I accumulated that are actual DRE questions, and they form about 10% of every single DRE exam. So about 15 questions are questions that don't come from the book. They're actually from other sources. They are actually from mainly they involve practical questions. All right, everyone, have a wonderful evening. I'll see you guys next week.
Thank
Okay?
you.
Good night. Bye.